And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
All right, time for the Ask Roz and Mocha podcast. And the way we kick it all off every single time is we go straight to the phones. Like right now. Hello, Taylor. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha show. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Really quick before we get to your question, just out of curiosity, how long have you been listening to the show for?
I've been listening for almost 7 years now.
Oh, nice. Wow. Okay. We are creeping up on year 15 here on the show. Well, we're happy to have you here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. What is your question?
So my question is, what advice do you all have for waking up early? I'm late to everything, and I need any tips that I can get.
What time do you normally wake up in the morning?
My alarm usually goes off at 6, but I don't get out of bed till like 6:45.
Why?
I just keep hitting snooze.
Don't.
Do you have, are you one of these people that have like multiple alarms between, let's say, 6 and 6:45? Like they go off like every 5 minutes or whatever?
I just have the one, but it goes off every, I think it's 9 minutes I have it set to.
Yeah. Snooze is not good for you.
Yeah. It screws you up for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's actually...
And it makes you more tired.
It doesn't do the thing that you think it does, which is give you like a small amount of sleep, like a little tiny sleep in. It's disruptive and it ruins you.
I know. I always like regret hitting it, but
so
it's just so tempting.
So don't hit snooze. I mean, as far as like advice, I think we all maybe wake up a little bit different. When I wake up, when my alarm goes off, my eyes are open, and then I lift my legs and I almost jump out of the bed.
Really?
Like I don't sort of like get up and sit on the edge of the bed. Like my alarm goes, I stop it and I'm like, I swish and my feet land on the floor and I stand right up and I grab a robe and I go and start to get ready.
Now, Taylor, I am guilty of having multiple alarms. Like I have my main alarm at 2:15 and then I have one that goes off at 2:30 just in case and another one at 2:45 just in case.
Just in case though.
But I would say at least 4 out of the 5 days of the week that I get up to come in here, when that 2:15 goes off, I am up and I'm out of bed. I have to do it, right? Because I know my timing for everything else gets thrown off by, let's say, 15 minutes if I get to that second alarm or 30 minutes if I get to that last alarm. And I don't like having that feeling, right? But I have them there just in case. Have you tried maybe putting your phone like in another part of the room so you were forced to get up out of bed to go turn off that alarm? Like even if you put it like in the bathroom, let's say. You plug your phone in the bathroom at night, you crank the volume on the alarm, and then when it goes off in the morning, you get up and you're there.
No, I've never done that, but I should consider that because that would probably definitely get me out of bed a little faster.
Maria, you're agreeing. Is that what you do now?
No, I used to do that. I need to start doing that again, though. Because I started putting my phone charger by my bed again. But I have like an alarm every 5 minutes. But I noticed that I was getting up on the first alarm when my phone was across the room.
Yeah, because it just forces you to get out of bed. And you're like, well, I'm up and I'm out of bed anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well.
And it also forces you not to scroll on TikTok before you go to bed.
Which is what you do every night, right? Yeah. Do you do that as well, Taylor?
Yeah, I do. I'm definitely guilty of that.
Yeah. And then it takes you a while to fall asleep, right?
Yeah.
I think that the trick is that you just got to get rid of your options.
Yeah.
Right? You know, and you're leaving yourself too many options to wake up. And just get rid of the options. There is no option to not get up immediately. Just put yourself in that position, because I think that that's what's killing you, is that you're leaving all these like fail safes and you know, you're allowing yourself to not get up or be accountable to that clock.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I need to just quit snoozing and just get up. Today, actually, I ironically did that for the first time because I have a new job that I'm starting today. So today's like hopefully the first day I'm not going to be late for work in a few years.
Hey, I don't know do you keep your phone in the bedroom, Maury?
I'm not in the bedroom.
You're not? Okay, sorry. Do you keep your phone by the couch?
The phone is on the stove.
Right.
And when the alarm clock goes off, it freaks me out and I literally jump and run over to it, because if it goes off for longer than like a minute, then Matthew starts screaming at me. Which is alarm clock number 2.
Damn.
I have, because Maria, maybe you should try this. I've never looked at my phone in bed at all. Like I just don't, I have no desire to do that, right?
No, I'm guilty.
But what I have is that when my phone is in the bedroom, it's plugged in, right? And the phone charger that I have, I don't know what happened to my old one. Catherine stole it, or my kid went in the room and stole it, or something like that. So I had to get a new one, and it's like this short little dinky cord, right? And when my phone is plugged in, I cannot lie down in bed and look at my phone. It doesn't reach.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Right? And so my thing is, as long as the phone's plugged in, I can't touch the phone. Like I can't move the phone.
So to turn the alarm off, you actually have to get up.
No. It's right on my night table.
Oh, okay.
But I can't, if I'm lying in bed and I want to check my phone, I have to go and unplug it and then go and plug it back in like it's a whole pain in the ass, right?
Maria?
I once bought a 6-foot cord.
Yeah.
Now that is possible.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm so bad.
I was in America one time and I lost my everything's bigger, right? I lost I didn't bring it. I was at a hotel and I didn't bring it, and I went down to reception. They didn't have any iPhone chargers, so I had to go buy one. And I went to this electronics store, and the only cord they had, and keep in mind, I'm in a hotel room, right? It's not big. They had a 12-foot.
Oh my God.
Look at Maria. She's like, yo, send me the link.
It was 12 feet.
I love that.
I plugged it in at the desk.
Yeah.
And I went on the bed.
Bro, you can jump rope with that.
it was long enough.
Well, there you go, Taylor. You got a couple of options there. But I think maybe start with putting your phone like in the bathroom or putting it across the room so you actually have to get up out of bed to go and turn it off.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you. I'll definitely do that.
Or try this. Be accountable to yourself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that works too, I'm sure.
Hey, Taylor, before we let you go, you've been listening to the Roz Mocha show now for 7 years. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Roz.
Oh, I didn't think I was going to get that win, but I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, I love you both, though.
Thank you, love.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Emma has a great question, and I never thought of this before. Have you ever told your pets your name? They hear you say their name all the time, but never yours.
Like I've ever introduced myself to my cat?
Yeah, like your cats know that your name is Roz. Maybe just from hearing like Catherine saying your name?
No.
Do you think?
No, I'll tell you that if anything, right, it would be when somebody talks to the cat when they are with you. And now that I think about it, Catherine would only like ever say dad, I think.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Like Maury at home.
Yeah.
Do you think Andy knows that your name is Maury and that Matthew is Matthew?
We do this on purpose. So if Andy is sleeping with me, Matthew will go, "Oh, are you sleeping with Maury? Do you want to sleep? Are you sleeping with Maury? Oh, is Maury coming home?" Like we say our names often to Andy.
Okay, so
and if I say, "Are we waiting for Matthew?" he jumps up and looks at the door because he knows that Matthew is always leaving.
Yeah, that's true. Because even with one of my cats, like with Rox gets up, I'll look at Birdie and go get Roxy. And then she'll just tear after her, right? But I don't know if that's just tone of voice or they know. I don't know what that is.
What about at home with you, Maria? Because you live with your parents and your dog Romeo.
Mm-hmm.
What does Romeo know you as, you think?
He knows me as mom.
Yeah. So like your mom or dad will like send Romeo to you and they'll say, go see mom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or they'll be like, is Maria home? Is mommy home? And then he'll like go to the door and he'll start barking.
So you think he knows
Yeah, he knows my name.
He knows Maria?
Yeah.
Or do you think he just associates the name, the word home, right? Like if I say to our dogs, like, let's go, or do you want to go for a walk? They'll know. They know the words.
Yes,
right?
they do. Yes.
Do you think he associates home as you coming home, or you think he knows you as mom and as Maria?
Yeah, I think he knows me as both. My dad is trying to teach him Greek right now. So
how's that going?
It's going good. Actually, it's really funny. My dad taught him like volta means walk. So now anytime my dad says, "You want to go for a volta?" He'll be like, "Okay," and he goes to the door. So Romeo's in Greek school apparently.
What are the other words your dad's trying to teach him?
Now Romeo associates like one of these Greek cookies because he can eat it. It's just like regular dough. And my dad will be like, "Do you want a kuluri?" And then he'll be like, he'll go to the pantry because he knows that's where they are.
Yeah.
My dad teaches him katsikato, which means sit down in Greek. So he knows how to sit down in Greek.
Yo, your dad is just all about the Greek.
There's
all day, every day, just all Greek everything.
All Greek everything.
I'll tell you, I had a super weird thing with something with the cat that I've like never considered before, which is the cat was at the vet. And I had to go to the vet to visit the cat, right? He was at the hospital. And I walked in and they were like, hi, can I help you? And I was like, I'm here to see Moo. And then she looked at her computer and she goes, Moo Weston? Right? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I never thought my cat had a last name. But when you look at all the forms,
because they have to.
He's in there under Moo Weston.
That's a great question,
that's so
Emma.
cute.
Okay, Grace says here, do you text someone to ask permission to call them, or do you just cold call them? What's the etiquette nowadays?
First of all, okay, it's not called cold calling. It's just called calling. It's just calling. You call somebody.
Triggered.
And it's not rude to just call someone.
What's your, okay, so your
It's
answer
not a
is
microaggression.
It's just calling.
Yes.
Shem?
I will always text before I call somebody, but I think the more rude thing to do is to FaceTime somebody out of nowhere as opposed to just calling them. That's super rude.
You've done that with me.
Never.
When you're with like a fan.
I text you first and I'm like, Maury, are you free and available for FaceTime, don't I?
Oh, but I read that after.
Oh, well, okay.
Maria?
I think it depends. Cause like for me, if I know I always text my friends during like the day, like on days where I'm not sure if they're working from home or not.
Yeah.
I'll send them a text and are you home? And they'll say yeah, then I'll call them and then we'll chat. FaceTime, I'll usually just FaceTime right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the first thing.
I always assume it's a
yeah.
mistake if somebody if I just get a FaceTime thing, I assume it's a mistake. Like they just hit the wrong button.
I love FaceTime, man.
You do,
I know,
huh?
it's fun. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love FaceTime.
But when you get a FaceTime, do you not like, oh my God, I got to get ready for this and like sit up properly and like, no?
No.
You just like sit on the couch and answer a FaceTime?
Yeah. Or whatever it is I'm doing. Even if I'm in the car, like someone will FaceTime me and then I'll spend like my drive on FaceTime with them. I love FaceTime.
You do, huh?
Yes. But I think going back to Grace's question here, usually I will shoot a text. Hey, you around?
Yeah.
And if they say yes, then I will call.
Yes.
Damon Moore, you did the same thing pretty much. Like
I always
text first, right?
I will sometimes call, then text to ask permission to recall.
And then call, and then text again, and then call.
Maury.
And then call.
Then text.
And then text.
Email.
And then call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call.
And then you'll write Maury and you'll be like, hey, what's up? And no response on text, but your phone will ring again.
Call. And then text that says, you got time for a quick chat?
No, I always say permission to call.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, no, what's up? And then I get nothing from him.
Yeah.
Like
And then-
radio
and then
silence.
10 minutes later, call.
Call. Yes.
Man, I wish I had that screenshot. Oh, God.
It used to be hanging in your office.
Yeah, when we used to have offices here, I had one screenshot of Maury like blew up my phone. And it was something work related. It wasn't an emergency.
Yeah.
And it was like 16 calls all back to back. And in between those calls, there were like an equal amount, like 16 text messages. Hey, are you around? Hey, can I call you?
Yeah.
Hey, are you around? Hey, can I call you? This is going to be super quick. This is going to be super awesome. Hey, can I call you? Hey, are you around?
Yeah. Yeah. I do appreciate it. If it's a work thing, I will appreciate the text ahead of time where somebody's like, hey, can I call you this afternoon? Want to go over this, and this. Right? I'm fine with that. Right? I'm fine with that.
Because then you're prepared.
Yeah, you're prepped, right? Or if it's something that I can answer just straight up through text, then I'll answer just straight
If
up
it's a
through
yes
text.
or no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Deborah says here, does your partner have or has had a hobby that you didn't enjoy? For example, my husband does every sport, and some of them stink up our car and home. Like when he leaves his hockey bag in the car for days and it stinks. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, Catherine always thinks that the thing that is going to turn a blasé day around is just going for a good walk.
Oh, I love walks. Yeah.
I don't. I don't.
Yo, Catherine should just like start texting me like, yo, you want to go for a walk?
I know.
I'm like, boom, I'm in the car. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah. I'll be doing something in the house and she'll look outside and be like, it's too nice of a day to not go for a walk. And I'm like, who thinks like that?
Yeah. I'm Team Catherine on this one.
Yeah,
Are
me too.
you,
I agree.
huh?
I agree with
When
that.
the weather is nice outside, take advantage, man.
But I can't go and just like, if she said, hey, do you want to walk and go here? I would be like, sure. right?
Like, do you want to
Purpose.
walk and go to this corner and then hit a left,
No.
go to that corner,
No.
hit a next left,
No.
go to that corner, then make our way back home?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, no, I love.
No.
Sure.
You do, huh?
Yesterday was a terrible day. Like, we got like all sorts of different weather, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get out of the house. I took one of the dogs and out for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Really?
Just
Yeah,
went for a walk.
You just walked.
Left, yeah,
And
just
did,
me and the
did
dog.
what? Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I had my
Interesting.
headphones in, listening to some music.
I'm not. It's not for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it, Maury.
Yes.
Does Matthew have a hobby that you absolutely hate?
Not really.
Or
I mean,
that
he,
you can't participate in?
no, not really. He has no hobbies. But he collects concert reviews. I don't know if that's a hobby.
No.
No.
That is not. Do you wish he had a hobby that would get him out of the house?
Oh, for sure. Like if he, maybe went to knitting class or something. Like just something to take up some of his time.
Would you want to do a hobby together, or
I would love that.
you would?
I would
what
absolutely
would it
love. I've tried to get him to do pottery classes
And why won't he?
because he thinks that it's boring and he doesn't have time for
Oh,
that.
he sounds like no fun, huh?
Shem, does your girl have a hobby that...
No, but somebody I dated loved to dance and sort of coaxed me into doing a salsa class, and I hated it. Yeah. I hated it. I can appreciate the art form, but I just not for me at all.
Maria, you're single right now.
Yes.
Now, if and when you decide to get back into the dating game, is there a hobby that someone would have that is an absolute no for you?
Honestly, no.
You're down for anything.
I'm like, yeah, I'll if they want me to come along, I'll come along. If they don't, I'll go do my own thing. I'm kind of easy that way.
Yeah. I always say, I'll try something. I don't mind trying. I will absolutely try. But if it's not my thing, then I'm going to say straight up, this ain't my thing. This is like a you only. But I don't mind trying.
Something I used to love, and then it became one of the biggest turnoffs. Like, I would not date somebody who was into this, even though I used to love it. And then when I stopped loving it, I never wanted to do it again. And I would never date a woman who was into going to see local live music.
There's a local band.
Yeah.
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 Like,
no.
I found them on SoundCloud.
No. Standing there,
They got
looking
got
at
2,000 plays on this one song.
strangers. You can't say anything. It's not social in any way.
You don't know any of the
I
songs.
don't know any of the songs. They're not interesting to me. No.
Not even alcohol could help.
Oh, God, it's the worst. Live local music, there is nothing worse. Nothing.
Yeah, support local, right, guys? Remember that from COVID days? Before we get to the next caller, I'll just answer this super quick. Chris said, has anyone from the show ever been to Roz's cottage? Yes, we have. Or I have. Jay Loretto, hello.
What?
It is the Roz and Mocha show. How you doing?
No, hold on a second.
What?
Jay Loretto, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, doing wonderful. Having such a fun time on the podcast today. What is your question for the room?
Okay. All right. So my question is for Roz.
Yeah, love.
And I'm going to read it verbatim.
Okay.
And it says, Roz, how has your life changed since the release of your book? Do you have regrets? Are you satisfied? Do you consistently read it and say, I could have done that better?
A little bit broken, by the way, available everywhere.
Am I satisfied? Yeah, I'm very satisfied. I have no regrets. And I haven't read the book since I read the audiobook, just because I had read it 1,000 times before it was released, just editing it. Do I have regrets? I'll tell you one thing that I do have not regret, because whatever, but I was so exhausted when the book came out that
I know.
that I had all sorts of opportunity to sort of capitalize on the book. And I was just so sick of talking about it, and it was so consuming and took up my whole life that I turned down all sorts of offers to go and do big talks and all this stuff for like really, really good money. And then I was approached to turn the book into a one-man show.
Oh, wow.
And I was.
Well, I think you did it with your visitation at, what was it?
the bookstore.
Oh, yeah. No, but like a stage show. I was going to do that, and then I was...
Would someone play you?
No. Like a one-man show kind of thing, like storytellers, right? I got approached to do something like that because that's also big business for people, because then you can just sort of take parts of it out that you want to do and translate to everywhere else. But writing for a stage show is just something that I was unfamiliar with. And then I had reached out to a couple of writers that I was looking at to just get some advice from. And then the writer's strike happened.
Oh, damn.
Right? And then I just abandoned the whole thing. And now I'm not really that interested in doing it.
Has anyone reached out to maybe do like to do a show, a TV show?
I had one person who was interested in starting conversations about doing a TV show,
like just one season.
No, but
12 episodes.
No, it wasn't. It was interesting because they wanted to build a show around just one story from the book.
Oh, wow!
Right, so it wasn't even me per se. I was in the story, but it was one story out of the book is what they wanted to use as the sort of catalyst to then write a fictional show around this one
Can you say
story.
what
I can't say what story
No?
it was. No.
Come on, man.
No, because it wasn't my idea and everything else.
Sure.
Hey, Roz, by the way, I want to thank you so very much. I'm not sure if you remember me, but you gave me such good advice when my father passed. And I just want to express to you how endearing you are to reach out to your fans when they need help. The reason why I asked this question was because on July 13th, my book is going to be released for free on Audible. It's going to be called The Book of Gabriella. And I'm going to be sharing my story, same as you. I'm fearful because I come from a very Catholic family, and just being outspoken isn't something that we do, but I feel it's necessary. And the reason why I asked this question, Roz, was simply because you were so open and you were so vulnerable to share your life that it gave me, I guess, the guidance to do it myself. So I want to thank you. And I hope you know how many lives you have saved with your book.
Thank you. Wow. That means the world to me. And I hope you are doing much better.
I am.
Good.
Thank you.
I remember you, actually, now. Yeah, I do. I didn't.
Mocha, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you too. I remember you too, Jay Loretto. Thank you so much. That was a great question, great conversation.
That's so good.
Do I even dare to ask, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Roz.
Wow, long pause, huh? After everything I've done?
After you saved her life?
I
know. Jay Loretto, you're the best. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for being a part of the show today.
Welcome, Maria. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Jem.
Hi.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, and that concludes another Ask Roz and Mocha episode 834. Thank you for all of your questions. Keep them coming in. Once a week, we will post a video and or photo that reads Ask Roz and Mocha. This is where we get the latest round of questions from and invite two of you to join us to ask your question to the room. Thanks again for listening. This has been episode 834 of the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.